Leo placements. Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, what do we have for you? If you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. Leo. Okay. Why is my heater on? What the fuck? Okay, specific reading. We're gonna start with the Leos that are in a relationship. So Leo, if you are single, wait for the second message. Maybe it will resonate with you, maybe not. But this message is for the Leos that are currently in a relationship with someone. And I see marriage. Like I see someone putting a ring on it. This can be a proposal. Because I say this is near future energy. So you've been with this person for a while. And I feel like Spirit is wanting to deliver the good news before you get proposed to. Or do the proposing if you are the man. Or if it's same-sex situation. I don't know if you... I feel like this is you getting proposed to. Or if you are doing the proposing, Leo, I think this is telling you that this person is the one for you. This is actually the one that you will end up with. But I'm gonna go with the ones that are getting proposed to, because it feels like you might be wondering where the connection is going and if this relationship has a future. Fuck yes, it has a future. We have the Four of Wands, and next to it we have the Ten of Pentacles. And I see near future energy. So this proposal, this marriage, this engagement, to say the least, is going to happen soon. In the near future. Someone here that you are in a relationship with is going to ask you to be their wife. Unless you are in a gay situation, again, put yourself there as you see fit. So, oh my God. Congratulations, I guess. Wow. You know, I want to say about time, Leo. I don't know why. Maybe you have experienced situations or relationships in the past that didn't have a future, or they weren't going anywhere and met a dead end. This is different. This is not the usual shit that you get into. So good for you. For once, you've done it right. You've entered in a relationship with someone that is worthy. And let me tell you, a lot of people around you will be jealous. A lot of people around you could be exes, frenemies, foes, that will have a problem with you getting married and being happy and being in something solid. So don't be surprised if people you know will have a problem with the person that you are going to get married to. They might even poke at you. You could have friends that you considered as friends, and they will be telling you, oh no, you're doing the wrong move, or you're making the wrong choice, or this person is not good for you. They're just fucking jealous. You know, so if you have people around you that you considered a friend, they could feel jealous in that moment and try to give you bad advice or put doubt in your head. So don't listen to those, okay? Especially if it's family, friends, close connections. Because who gives a fuck if the hater is not close to you, right? I mean, in my opinion, even if the hater is close to me, I don't give a fuck. But maybe you disagree. Maybe you're family oriented. Or you have like close friendships that you don't see yourself without. Do not be surprised if these people start to tell you, hey, you know, don't you think it's too soon? Don't you think, do you actually know what you're getting yourself into? Things like that, just to plant doubt in your decision. Don't listen to them. maybe the message here is coming to you because you do appreciate the advice of others, or you do appreciate the opinions of the people that you could consider close to you. But I see that this person is perfect for you. I see longevity. I see you staying in a long term connection, if not for the rest of your life. Because Ten of Pentacles is a card that shows longevity, shows that you will be with this person until your head turns grey. You know what I mean? You will see your grandparents, not only your children, but the children of your children. Do you know what I mean? So this is like a sealment. You will seal the deal with this person. And you're not sealing the deal with someone toxic, because there is something called divorce, you know? But I feel like this is a person that you will be glad you said yes to. I want to say, for the ones that have recently met this person and you're thinking, yeah, but maybe it's too soon. Maybe my friends, my family are saying I'm rushing because they're worried about me. Bitch, when you know that you've met the one, you just know. Especially if you're dealing with a man that's going to propose to you. When a man knows that they have met the one, they will not stay in long-term relationship without being married to you. They will marry you within 3 to 6 months. In fact, if you drag a relationship to 5, 10 years or 20 years and you think that this person is going to marry you, why? You both have been doing everything else but get married. Why? I mean, what's the piece of paper is going to make a difference with? You know, some people will have children and whatever else, and they still think their partner is going to marry them at some point. After 10 years of being together, living together, having children together. It's like, you've done it all. What's the piece of paper going to do? You know, some people prefer not to get married. That is a choice that they make. But the ones that, the normal fucking people that still have brains in their head, in their skull, they will want to seal the deal, you know, because it is an agreement of some kind. When you vow to be there for a person that you love, it adds to the commitment. It has actually a psychological effect. So when someone has like these vows, the betrayal of marrying you and then betraying you is more severe. And within the court of law, it is more severe in the physical sense, right? There are consequences. So marriage is important. It's not just a piece of paper. And this person knows that you are the one. This person knows that they want to be that person for you. And they see you as that person for them. Okay? Like, I am all in for marriage. Especially if you plan on having a family. Do not fucking confuse your children with unmarried... and you call your fucking partner boyfriend. Ew. Don't confuse the children. If you plan on having a family, if you plan on doing it right, get married. Okay? Get married. It is good. It's a good principle. It's a good way of showing commitment. Marriage is not just a piece of paper, like people think. Yes, you can protect yourself, whatever. You can get a prenup if you're worried about she's gonna take my money if we get divorced. Bitch, if you already are thinking about the divorce, don't get married. You're probably not with the one that you think is the one. Do you know what I mean? No, of course, if you're worried about your wealth, if you're rich as fuck, get a prenup. Whether you are the man or the woman. I personally, if I get married, I'm getting a prenup, baby. Okay? I don't care if you are rich or not. And I don't care if you are as rich as me or not. I'm going to get a prenup. Doesn't matter if I am more rich than you or if you are more rich than me. It's just sensible, you know? So, I feel like, Leo, whoever these people that are going to be in your head about this person, let them talk. Maybe they are just worried about you. Sometimes people worry about you and they give you bad advice, right? Because they're your family, they're your friends, even if they are not a frenemy, okay? Even though I see a bit of jealousy here. So let's give them the benefit of doubt and say that they are just worried about you. But when people are worried about you, they can also give you bad advice because their worry is unnecessary or unrealistic. You know? So don't listen to them just because they have something to say about your connection. You are in that connection. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, and when you are with this person and you feel like it feels right, then it is right. If something feels right, it is right. And I don't care if you change your mind in the long run, in the moment. There is nothing more real than the moment. In that moment, when you are with that person. Does it feel right or does it not? If it doesn't, you have your answer. You're making the wrong move. But if it does, you have your answer. You're making the right move. Okay? There's something about letter M. Maybe your initial, your first last name is M, or their first last name is M. Letter M. And number 8. Okay, let me see what else. Like I said, the people here that are worrying about you, I feel like they could be a bigger player than I expected in this decision that you will make. So you might even say yes to this person, but then you might have second thoughts. Or you know when people get engaged, but they never get through with the marriage? So be careful, because the energy right here is showing me the possibility of that future. But you have people in your head. You have people influencing your life decisions. When I say life decisions, I'm talking about, it could be anything. It could be whatever that you are wanting to change in your life. And you could be consulting with these people because you trust them. And maybe, most of the time, they are right. But not in this one. Not in this situation, not in this relationship, not in this proposal, not in this connection. So basically this is saying, don't let these people that are around you ruin this possibility. Because it's a beautiful connection. But if you have people in your head and they're acting out of jealousy or concern, or both, they're going to ruin this possibility. This is your happiness. You're going to allow these people to get in your head. Their voices will play a part in creating doubt, and it will influence your connection with them. So you might get engaged with this person, but then break the engagement. Don't do it. Leo, don't do it. Be smart. Understand that people are always projecting. So when someone around you, yes, they care about you, but what they are saying to you is based on what they consider real or what they consider right. It is their own life experience. It is not something that you should rely on, especially when it comes to your life decisions, especially big decisions. You know, this is why I encourage people to trust their intuition, even when they are getting like energy readings or tarot readings, whatever. You have to use your discernment and your intuition to confirm if a general reading is for you. Private readings as well. Like, I like to give options. I don't like to tell people, don't do this and do this. You know? I will give them the options, like, hey, do this if you want to. These are the consequences. Do this if you want to. These are the consequences. Whatever choice you make, you remember you have your free will. So I understand if you trust certain people around you and you know that they are worried about you, concerned about you. But remember, they are also human beings that make mistakes, especially if they are not spiritually in touch. Because if you are spiritually in touch, you can be unbiased in making a decision in regard to a situation. You know what I mean? The same way when someone tells you, you are too close to this problem, consult someone that has no connection to this. Do you understand? You know when, for example, the example coming to mind, you know when a detective, for example, their family gets in a bad situation or a crime, and this detective cannot work the case that involves their family because they are too close to the investigation or to the case. So they can probably make a mistake or be biased in their judgment. Do you understand? So just because they care about you doesn't mean that they are going to help you to make the correct decision. They can be projecting, they can be too worried to see the truth, whatever. But you have to be the one that is responsible for your final decision. You can be like, hey, thank you for letting me know what you think. I will do what's best for me at the end of the day. I should know better. Do you know what I mean? So take charge. I understand if you want to keep the connections healthy and alive and peaceful, but not on your expense, not on the expense of your happiness. Let's pull one more card. My nipple is itchy for some reason. My other one is now itching. What the fuck? Maybe you're feeling a tingle sensation or a tingling sensation. Maybe your nipples specifically. I don't know. Again, it's still talking about these people that are in your life. Friends, family, whoever they are to you. I feel like this is a connection that you and this person can understand very well. But others might be thinking, oh, you two are stupid. You two are, you shouldn't trust a person this fast. You don't know them that well. What if they hurt you? What if they blah, blah, blah. But this connection is showing up as the lovers. Go be fucking happy. Fuck what people say. That's my opinion. Don't waste trying to justify you feeling happy with someone. Who cares if people think that you are rushing the connection towards marriage and it's a dumb move? Who cares? Fuck them. Does it feel good? Does it feel good? Does it feel good? If it feels good, it is an indication, the validation of your being giving you the okay. Go ahead. But if there is something that holds you tight, that is like, oh, hold on, hold off. But if it feels good, your anus is not uptight, feels good, then it's a yes. Get in touch with your intuition. You can never go wrong, even when you make wrong decisions. Listen to this carefully. Your intuition, even when you make wrong decisions, it is right. If you develop a strong intuition, when you're making decisions, even the wrong ones will be right for you, because sometimes you have to do a couple of wrong decisions in order to get to the right ones. Sometimes we have to go places we do not prefer for us to know the difference between the places we prefer and the ones that we don't prefer. Do you understand? So even if you're like, yeah, but I've made so many mistakes based on how I felt before. I felt so good when I dealt with a toxic ex. What did you learn from that toxic ex? I bet plenty. Remember, when something feels right, that is your okay. That is the validation of your being in support of the decision that you're about to make. Remember that. Everything you do in life should be based on that concept. Whatever feels right. Not think right, feels. Okay? You're welcome. That's your first message. Alright, let's pull you another message. You or this person, by the way, Leo, have Gemini in your charts. So you or them have Gemini in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Oh, okay, we're gonna pull you another message, Leo. The second message is for Leo extended members, but I'll give you a preview before we take it there, okay? Let's see, Leo. Okay. Someone here has trust issues. They don't trust the soul. They don't trust you. They don't trust nobody. And you could be thinking it's personal. You could be thinking that this person is treating you in a certain way because they don't trust you. They think that you're bad for them. No, baby. They treat everybody the same. They treat everybody with initial suspicion. They have trust issues. That is the problem. So this person isn't like what's the word for it? They're not like targeting you specifically or, you know, picking on you specifically. They are like this with everybody. This person is stuck in their head, especially when it comes to past experiences. They have this, they have gone through a lot of betrayals, okay? And so this person understands that the human nature is prone to hurt another person. So this person believes that if I stay with you long enough, you will betray me. That is the idea. There is something about them against the world. You know, this person feels very isolated. This is someone that does not trust anybody. They might trust a pet. They could have a pet, dog, cat, whatever, hamster, rabbit, bunny, whatever. I'm getting like a furry thing. But they don't trust people, humans, because they have been betrayed so many times before that they have concluded, you know, at some point you're gonna fucking hurt me. So if I stay long enough with you, you're probably gonna show me that dark side of you. You know, everybody can do bad things. That is the concept. A little bit pessimistic, but it's also a little bit realistic. You know what I mean? I don't even blame this person, because I feel like they have been, every time they trusted someone, it ended in hurt, betrayal, misuse of that trust. So can't really blame them. But of course, you know, you can't let that change you, or you can't let that stop you from trusting people, because life is about taking that risk. So even if they believed everybody is capable of doing bad things, which is true, everybody is capable of being dark or being doing evil things, even if they are good people. But that doesn't mean that you should stop giving everybody a chance to show you if they will choose to betray you or not. That is the risk element in life, and everything in life is a fucking risk. Every time you take a step, you could trip and hit your head and break your skull and die. Every time you eat food, which is very normal, you could choke and die. Everything is a fucking risk, to the tiniest detail. So if you're gonna freak out and it's like, oh, if I eat, I might choke, so I'm not gonna eat, you're gonna die. Same concept to apply when you are trusting people. When you are trusting people, if you want to overcome this idea, why am I talking as if I'm talking to this person? Do we have cross watchers right now? What was I gonna say? I got distracted. Something about trusting people, blah, blah, blah. If it comes, it comes. But I feel like I'm talking to a cross-watcher. That threw me off, Leo, because this reading is supposed to be for you, about someone. But maybe you need to understand where this person is coming from. But I felt like I was lecturing the cross-watcher for a bit. They have a huge, humongous heart. No wonder they're careful with it. Because let me tell you, Leo, when this person loves, they love big. They love with every inch and place of their heart. Every side, every corner of their heart falls in love with that person. They have the biggest heart. That's probably why they prefer animals over people. You know, I've noticed people that prefer animals over people are people that have big hearts. Okay, you are dealing with someone here that is a little bit, not very self-aware when it comes to how they are missing out, because they are not doing the healing enough to allow themselves to risk, to connect to people on deeper levels without having to worry about being betrayed. If you try to avoid people, by all means, you also miss out on the good ones. You also miss out on the good memories. So when you are trusting people, that is the tip that I wanted to say earlier. When you are trusting people, trust that these people will betray you. Trust that these people will make you happy. Trust that people have this bad side to them that can come up. But you don't have to stand for it. I'm not telling you, hey, trust that people will betray you and be okay with it and just stay in toxic situations. No, I'm not telling you to tolerate none of it. But be with people until they show you that side, until they decide that it's a choice that they want to make. Do you understand? Fuck's sake. Stop. Went so dark. The light adjusting is shit. Anyways, so when you are dealing with someone, you take their whole being into consideration. Trust that they can betray you. They're humans after all. But when they make that decision, then you will leave. Because every person is capable of doing bad things. Every person is capable also of doing good things. It's a choice. And with every choice, there is consequence. So if they make a choice that you do not like, you have the option to exit. That's it. It's not that deep even. Again, it feels like I'm saying this to a cross-watcher, or maybe it will benefit you as well, Leo. But let's see where this goes in the extended. Do you have someone here with humongous trust issues that is holding back, that has a huge heart, and that needs healing? Let's see where this goes in the extended. The extended link is in the description box. I'll see you there.